when I was in high school or when I was in my 20s, I weighed 100 pounds dripping wet and I couldn't gain a pound to save my life. And then I got into my 40s, my 50s, and now my 60s, and the struggle is real. And I get you, those of you who struggle with weight right now, or you've struggled with weight all of your life, I realize it's not that simple mathematical calculation. Sometimes we just have different metabolism. Sometimes we have hormone things going on. And so if you are someone who is struggling to maintain your weight, then this is going to be a video that you want to watch. I right now am a nomad traveling around the world living in timeshares. And if you've ever come back from vacation and jumped on the scale and realized, holy smokes, I was a little fast and loose with the food on vacation and now I've got to drop a few pounds. Well, my whole life is a vacation right now. And one of my concerns when I hit the road 8 months ago is how am I going to maintain my weight when I am eating out at restaurants every single day? Well, fortunately, the answer came to me when I was introduced to a coffee that you drink and it helps you maintain your weight. It helps give you clarity. It does all kinds of wonderful things for you. And I will tell you that at the time I was introduced to this coffee by the way, the name of it is SlimCore Java. And when I was introduced to this coffee, I was not looking for something for weight management. Yes, I could have afforded to drop a few pounds, but my husband had just passed away 6 months before I was introduced to the coffee. I was in the process of selling everything that I owned because I wanted to travel the world. And so I was certainly in a place in my life when I wasn't looking for it. That being said, I was introduced to it and I started drinking it. And first thing I noticed, it gave me energy. It gave me mental clarity at a time when I needed that the most. And then right before I hit the road, it was maybe 4 months after starting to drink the coffee, I realized I've lost 7 pounds and I haven't even tried to do that. And I don't even want to say lost it because I'm not planning on finding it, but I had dropped 7 pounds and I really wasn't even focused on that. I had the opportunity to just sit down the other day. As you know, I'm traveling the world and I am in Gulf Shores, Alabama. And I have a friend who lives not too far from here. His name is Keith. And you may have seen Keith in some of my other videos. Keith has dropped 63 pounds by drinking this coffee, and he did that in 140 days. And he's been able to keep it off for now over a year. And so with that, I am going to cut over to an interview I had the opportunity to do with Keith in his own home. And stay tuned for the end because I'll give you a little bit more information. So with that, I'm going to take you over to Keith. Hello, hello. I am super excited to do this interview today with Keith. My name is Debbie, and Keith and I met a year ago, I think so, at a event with a company that was rolling out a new product. And the product was a coffee that you can drink that helps you with your weight management and focus and clarity. And Keith and I yesterday, so I'm in his hometown here in Alabama near the Gulf Shores, and we were out the other day and he shared with me some just really cool nuggets. And so I wanted to do this video so that he could bring them to you as well. Keith, what was your thought when they said there was going to be a weight loss product that was being rolled out?
I was not excited at all. I said, weight loss coffee? No, I'm not doing
that. And why?
Well, I've struggled with my weight my whole life, and I knew that I've tried coffees before. They didn't taste good. It tasted like medicine. I had to choke them down, and it wasn't for me. I just wasn't excited about the coffee product.
But you started drinking it.
My wife said, "Look, we're going to buy this coffee because they said it's good for you, so we're going to try it." And I started drinking it, and after a couple of weeks, I started losing a couple pounds. And first thing in my mind was, I need to see if my doctor is okay with this because had some health issues and I was overweight, and she had me on several meds, and I just wanted her to check it out, and she checked it out and said everything was good. Let's try it.
Awesome. So tell me what the results were. First of all, how does it taste?
Oh, it tastes like coffee.
Okay. I've tried some weight management coffees in the past and they taste like dirt, right? Because
Yep.
one of the main ingredients is some sort of a mushroom or something that helps with weight management, and then they taste like dirt. This one actually tastes like real coffee.
Real coffee. That's right.
So tell me what the results were.
Well, the first 90 days in with my doctor's supervision every 30 days, completely off of medication, health wise, felt great. I think I lost about 30 to 35 pounds, I believe. 140 days in, I was down 63 pounds.
Incredible.
And I was excited about that, but I've done that before on other diets or other products, but the weight would always come back. And now that we're doing this interview, we're a year in.
Yep.
I'm maintaining the weight, and the cravings are gone.
That's what I've noticed also. It's like you feel full. You don't feel like you have to go hit the pantry and snack throughout the day.
You do not.
Yeah, absolutely. So for those of you who don't like coffee or caffeine, you might be watching this going, oh, but I don't like coffee. It also is available in a capsule. And is there anything else that you'd like to share with regards to your journey with Weight Man? And I will say, when I first met him, I'm going to put some pictures here. I'm not quite sure where they're going to be, but I want to put some pictures. This is what Keith looked like when I first met him. And then you can see now, the second time I saw him at an event, I'm like, holy smokes, you've like almost disappeared. And so anything else that you'd like to share?
The only thing I would say is, sometimes you have to do the things you don't want to do. I didn't want to try the coffee. I didn't even want to try it. I didn't want to taste it. I was not excited about that. But with the opportunity we had and the taste of the coffee, and it actually, the result, you can see the results. A lot of products you put out there, I mean, you have to prove that it actually works. And I think that I'm on, walking testament of it working if you just stick to it.
And let me ask you this. Did you have to change your lifestyle? Like, are you spending tons of time at the gym? Like, did you change anything about your lifestyle?
No, actually, I've always went to the gym. Okay. My wife is a runner, so she says, "Hey, we got to go to the gym." So I've always went to the gym for maybe an hour a day. And prior to the coffee coming out, I was actually going to the gym and I was trying to lose weight. And over that 12-month period, I'd lost 10 pounds. And I was struggling. I was trying to diet, and it was 10 pounds is all I had lost until the coffee come along. And within 90 days, it just melted away.
I love it. And I'll just share real quickly my experience with it. I was introduced to the coffee 6 months after my husband passed away. I was in the midst of widow's fog, selling everything because I wanted to travel around and live in timeshares. And I really didn't even start drinking it for the weight management aspect of it. I just drank it because my company came out with it and I figured I should drink it. Right. What I noticed first was I had a lot more clarity. I had a lot more energy, and the late night snacking cravings went away. And I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't even doing anything different in my routine. And within about 3 or 4 months, I had dropped 7 pounds. And for me, it's that middle-aged belly. So I had dropped 7 pounds. So I certainly don't have, the before and after pictures like Keith does, but it did amazing things for me. There's one more thing that a lot of times when I am sharing the coffee, people will look at what the coffee costs if they're buying a bag of it. Mm-hmm. And I'd like you to speak to that, because it's not just the coffee, right?
It's not. I was raised to look at the price of everything. But what is the price of your health? I mean, there's no price in that. The meds I was buying every month for being not healthy, mm-hmm. That was way higher than what the coffee actually cost. Right. And so the price of the coffee is not even an issue anymore for me. Yeah. It's just the results of it. Yeah, that's what I feel as well. It's like you're drinking something that you drink every day, and the value that you're getting. I've spent, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on various weight loss programs, and they don't, after a while, they just don't work, or it's a lifestyle that I can't maintain. And so one of the things that I love about this is I switch my morning coffee,
And it pays for itself because I'm not eating as much. I'm not buying all these other programs or having to invest in these other programs. And so it's not the coffee that you're buying. The coffee is just the vehicle to bring all the goodness to you. And as with anything, if you are going to try this coffee, if you have any issues, definitely consult your doctor. And just be reasonable. This is not a health claim. The coffee doesn't cure anything. It simply helps you be able to maintain your weight, have focus, have some clarity, and we're happy to get more information to you. There is either a link below or get back to the person who shared this video with you.
And it actually tastes really good.
Yes, it does. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. I once again want to give a huge thank you to Keith and his beautiful wife, Cindy, for allowing me to come over to their house so I could film this video and you could hear firsthand from Keith. And again, there is another video where I talk about Keith's journey. And also in this longer video at the very end, there is an 8-minute audio from a licensed or registered pharmacist in which he talks about what is specifically in the coffee and how these various ingredients can help with mental focus and clarity and energy and weight management. So if you'd like to check that out, again, there is a link, I think, up here in this video and down in the description. If you would like to try the coffee, there is also a link down in the description. You can go to java.successwithdebbie.com. And with that, you can either connect with me if you have any questions, or you can drop your questions down in the comments, and it will also take you to a place where you can purchase the coffee. With that, if you would also like to follow me on this YouTube channel, I talk about my journey through grief. I talk about what it's like to be a nomad, some of the different places that I go and I visit. And I always try to give something that is an encouragement and motivation. I also share how it is that I am able to live this lifestyle. I am a home-based entrepreneur, and I share a little bit about that on the channel. So if you would like to follow me in my journeys, be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.